A significant shift has occurred in the economic landscape of several African nations as traditional avenues of financial support, particularly international aid from the United States and other Western nations, have begun to dwindle. Many African leaders are turning their attention to their vast mineral resources, with gold emerging as a focal point. MediaWire Express seeks to explore how this pivot towards gold mining and investment is reshaping the economies of these nations and what it means for their future. Historically, many African countries have relied heavily on foreign aid to support their development goals. The United States in particular has been a major contributor, providing billions of dollars in assistance aimed at fostering economic growth, improving healthcare, and promoting education in almost all African countries. However, as global priorities shift and domestic issues take precedence in donor countries, the flow of aid has become less predictable and increasingly conditional since U.S. President Donald Trump assumed office. Just days after taking office, President Donald Trump made a startling decision by signing an executive order that suspended U.S. development aid. This order included a 90-day suspension of all activities under the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, which provides antiretroviral treatment to 679,936 pregnant women living with HIV, benefiting both their health and helping to prevent transmission to their children. According to the Foundation for AIDS Research, the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief supports more than 20 million HIV patients and 270,000 health workers. The decision sends AIDS staff in Africa into panic mode, with HIV/AIDS experimental treatment programs stopped dead in their tracks. Prior to this announcement, funds have been frozen for 90 days, while Trump's administration reviews whether projects are aligned with U.S. interests, making the country safer, stronger, and more prosperous, or only benefiting other countries. The decline in aid has compelled African leaders to reevaluate the economic strategies. With extended funding becoming scarce, there's an urgent need to identify sustainable revenue sources. This situation has resulted in a renewed emphasis on the continent's abundant mineral resources, particularly gold. Nations such as Ghana, South Africa, Tanzania, Ivory Coast are now seeking to strengthen their economies by increasing gold production and exports. Gold has historically been regarded as a symbol of wealth and stability, holding a revered place in economies around the world. In the context of African economies, gold represents a dual opportunity. It serves as a critical means of generating revenue and acts as a safeguard against economic volatility. The value of gold is particularly pronounced during times of uncertainty, such as economic downturns or geopolitical tensions, when investors seek refuge in this precious metal. For many African countries, gold mining is a significant contributor to national revenue. Nations like Ghana, South Africa, Ivory Coast, and Tanzania have vast gold reserves, and their mining sectors are vital to their economies. The export of gold not only brings in foreign currency, but also provides funding for essential public services such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure development. Gold has long been viewed as a hedge against inflation. When inflation rates rise, the purchasing power of currency diminishes, leading investors to seek alternatives that retain value. Gold typically appreciates during inflationary periods, making it an attractive asset for both individual investors and governments. For African nations facing inflationary pressures, increasing gold production can provide a buffer against economic instability. The gold mining industry is labor-intensive and can create thousands of jobs, both directly and indirectly. From mining operations to local businesses that supply goods and services to the industry, the economic impact is substantial. This job creation is crucial in regions where unemployment rates are high. Moreover, the growth of the gold sector can stimulate further investment in infrastructure and community development, contributing to overall economic progress. Many African countries are prioritizing gold, and many are creating more favorable conditions for foreign investment. This includes streamlining regulatory processes, improving infrastructure, and enhancing security for mining operations. Such measures not only attract multinational mining companies, but also encourage local entrepreneurship. Increased investment can lead to technological advancements and better mining practices, further boosting productivity and sustainability. The global price of gold is influenced by various factors, including geopolitical events, currency fluctuations, and changes in interest rates. African nations that produce gold can benefit from these dynamics by maximizing their exports when prices are high. Additionally, the growing interest in sustainable and ethical sourcing for minerals presents an opportunity for African countries to position themselves favorably in the global market by adhering to best practices in environmental stewardship and community engagement. As global demand for gold continues to be robust, these countries are dedicating their effort to revitalizing their mineral resources to strengthen the economic stability. African leaders are not merely relying on billions, they are making investments aimed at ensuring the long-term stability and prosperity of their nations. This shift comes in response to unexpected halts of many years of foreign aid, prompting a focus on sustainable growth and development.